lot of men don't like strong women because it requires them to be a man, okay? And not a boy who wants attention, not a guy who wants control, a man who's grounded, confident, and doesn't fall apart the second someone challenges him, okay? So, strong women don't intimidate real men. They expose the ones pretending, okay? Because when a woman has boundaries, standards, and self-respect, it's not attitude. It's just the end of your manipulation, okay? So some men think leadership means being louder. No, it means being secure enough not to compete with the person standing next to you. Okay, you can't lead if you're threatened by strength. All right, a strong woman doesn't need you to fix her. She needs you to just meet her. Okay, and if that feels like pressure, it's because she's not lowering herself to make you comfortable. She's inviting you to rise up. So yeah, a lot of men don't like strong women, not because she's difficult, but because she makes them look at every part of themselves they've been avoiding. I've been there. Okay, now if that offends you, she's probably not the problem.
Men ain't intimidated by strong women. No, you may not be. But quit thinking that you represent all men. You don't date men. You don't understand how a man can feel in a relationship with a woman that's outperforming him. Yes, he is okay with this woman out excelling him when it comes to raising the children because she's a woman, she should be. But what if she's out excelling him when it comes to her career, her direction, her ability to think? You don't think that some insecure men, that will be repelling for him? And you quickly dismiss a woman's experience. It's your attitude because you want her to still be the villain. Some feel small when they're in a relationship with a woman that stands tall. Feel weak when they're in a relationship where a woman is strong. And for y'all to get up here and say, no, it's your attitude. That woman can be the most docile woman, the most mild-mannered, feminine woman. But best believe, if she's assertive, she's a leader in her own right, she brings more bacon to the household, she ain't got to say because that man's insecurities, those demons will speak to him.
Men need a mission.
Superman.
Need it. Not want it. Need it. Mm-hmm. We need a mission, right? And that's why a lot of times when we run into a woman who her needs aren't surface level or her needs aren't readily visible to the eye, then we shudder. And we get kind of question our role, or we question our ability to be the man that she may need us to be because she coming in here making $200,000. So if she coming in here making the money, and all I've ever been told as a man is that, hey, you need to provide money in order to impress this woman, but she coming in with it. So now that shit just threw me all the way off of my game.
He think he worthless.
Correct.
Just because you're not getting hit on a lot when you go out doesn't mean that you don't look good and that you aren't attractive and that people aren't attracted to you or that people don't want to talk to you. Sometimes it's because you're intimidating. And a lot of men like to take the easy route and go for the approachable one or the one that they know they can bag versus someone that might be a little bit more of a challenge, or they know they have to have some substance and something to offer, like a certain caliber of a woman. So don't take not being approached a lot out in public as a bad thing.
So I had this fling with a guy last year and we made out and were flirty or whatever, but then the next day he never texted me. And I didn't really mind because I did not really want to pursue anything with this guy. It was kind of a one-off thing, but I was still wait, it's kind of rude to not text somebody after, especially because we're in the same setting. I don't know. Months and months later, I ran into him at a party and he's I'm so sorry I never texted you or anything. If I'm honest with you though, you're just really intimidating, you're really successful, and you're the whole package, and honestly, I just got freaked out, and I just felt like I couldn't handle you. Weird of you to say out loud, but honestly, I knew that. When you're a girl who has her own shit going on, who knows she's that girl, men know that they can't get away with shit with you. Now, that's not to say I wasn't letting boys play me over the last year, because that did also happen. Evidenced by the guy who recently broke up with me said that it was because my standards are too high. And this is the thing for me. My standards are not too high. They're just my standards. And if you can't match them, then you're not for me. I am just tired of being made to feel bad for wanting a big life and for wanting what I want. So many girls are concerned about just having a boyfriend or making a guy like them just because they like the idea of that guy. Why? I see way too many people lower their standards for guys, and I was one of these people, so I'm not clocking anybody, I'm just saying. We just want to get it over with, and we feel like we have to. You are literally way too smart for that, way too smart for that. You have way too much going on up here to waste your time on a dusty man who you're 10 times better than, and who doesn't even want to match your energy. They just want to take it from you. Won't be doing that again.
Ladies, we're going to talk about hyper-independence. So this can actually be a downfall of the dating that we're trying to do, right? Because as a woman who's come out of hurt, they want to do everything for themselves because I don't need no man. They get in that attitude. I don't need no man. I can do it myself. I can pay my own bills. I can feed myself. I can do all the things. That's all well and good, and I fully respect it. But at the end of the day, where's the room for the man? And it works both ways. The man who is way too emotional about things, but then learns to nurture himself, where's the room for the woman? That's a woman's role. She's got the feelings. And then, like, going back to a woman's independence, we're talking about a man, I know there's not many of them, but a man wants to provide for his woman, for his family, for his home, right? So where's the room for that? There's not. We need to soften when we're going into these scenarios. As a woman who is hyper independent, we need to soften. I say we like I'm a woman, but I'm talking about you as a woman need to soften and allow someone to take those spots. Yes, you're going to have to drop walls. You're going to have to learn to let go of some things. Totally cool. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you have to. Otherwise, that relationship, if it's short-term, long-term, whatever, breakdown, 100% breakdown. Because a man's not getting his needs of needing to protect, provide, and all that. And then also the opposite side, where a man feels like he's done the healing, he's done all that, but he can't let anyone in to do that for himself. He's like, no, I'll just go to the gym, I'll do my own breath work, I'll do inner child work. Relying on your woman as a man for that nurturing part, like, we're not that good at it, right? We're not that great. So we need to open up to allow, most men don't give a shit about their emotions, but we know you're going to break up with them anyway. So let's all make a pact that you need to soften the spots that you think that you don't require a man or woman for. Yeah, that's it. Soften the spots that you think, I don't need no man, I don't need no woman. You do. You do. And as soon as you say, okay, maybe I do, things open up. Okay? Just allow it. Allow that man to provide you with some money. Allow him to buy you those things. Allow. The more you allow, the more you're telling the universe, I allow these good things to happen to me. Okay?